position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And the Canes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And just, there we go! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. NC State quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the ground and try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These fans keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. NC State going up tempo. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got the tight end outside. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. The incompletion. They go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wilson to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. NC State quick to the line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Defense looks as if it's coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wilson will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win.
Touchdown, Miami! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. No, it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. NC State going up tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wilson to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Canes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Finds a little space. He's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Here's a Heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They want to run this quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He's looking to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Harrisman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. We are just about ready to start the second half. comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Canes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup. And
lofts one high and deep. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's brought down, but defense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect that. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's a second.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Edwards.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Wilson will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Now they'll run the draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring it third.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Another incompletion on third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some...
There he goes! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are...